What is a special entry of appearance and request for enlargement of time? I'm Tulsa attorney James Wirth, and we're talking about a specific pleading that has a very important purpose. So if you are served with a petition from an Oklahoma court, typically it's served with a summons that gives you 20 days to file a responsive pleadings. That's the general rule is 20 days. However, some specific types of cases may give you more time, 35 days, 45 days, but for the most part, it's going to be 20. And in any case, if you're served with documents, there should be a summons with it that tells you how much time that you have. But what if you get towards the end of that and you want additional time? Because normally you would respond to a petition with an answer, potentially a counterclaim. Those can be complicated documents that take time to draft, and you want to make sure that they're done properly. So if you're running out of time, you may want an extension, and that's where we have that pleading I was telling you about. That the question is about special entry of appearance and request for enlargement of time. It specifically looks to Oklahoma statute Title 12, Section 2012, subsection A1, which notes that if you've got 20 days to do a responsive pleading, or whenever that deadline is, as long as you file during that time period, you can make a request for a reservation of time. That's what it calls it under the statute. And when you do that, you get an additional 20 days of time to file responsive pleadings. However, there can be downsides to that. Certain defenses can be waived if you request that additional 20 days. By statute, it lists those that are waived as lack of jurisdiction over the person, improper venue, insufficiency of process, insufficiency of service of process, failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. That's a big one, so you want to be careful about waiving that one. And lack of capacity of a party to be sued. So if you need additional time, you don't have to request permission to the court by this statute. Basically, you can just file this special appearance and request for enlargement, and you pretty much automatically get that additional time, but you do have to worry about what you're potentially waiving, so you do want to talk to an attorney about that. Sometimes we have people that want to retain our services. They call up and they've got this deadline where they've got to file responsive pleadings here in a couple days, but it's going to take them a couple weeks to come up with the funds to retain the attorney. So what we tell them is, as long as you're not concerned about those particular defenses being waived, probably just need to file reservation to request that additional 20 days, and then that'll give you time to get your funds together, get an attorney in. So after telling many people how to do that, now we actually drafted up a template pleading that we provide for free to the public so that they can use that. We've got a link to that down below, so that if you're in this circumstance, definitely talk to an attorney, because this is legal issues that are potentially being given up. So you're going to want specific legal advice for that. But if you are looking for a term and feel confident about handling that on your own pro se, we do have that pleading that you can look at and potentially utilize, special appearance and request for enlargement of time. If you're in this circumstances, though, definitely talk to an attorney. So talk to somebody at my office. Go online to makelawEasy.com.